Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Talk News. Now I'm Rick Singer, and I'm here with Chris Edwards, who's running for District 1 congressional seat,
yes,
candidacy, Republican Party.
Yes.
We're going to get it all. The bottom line is they've got your website up. They'll know what they're talking
Fantastic.
about. All right, great. You know, Chris, all kidding aside, I kind of made it easy, let you get your perspectives out, okay? Now I've got a couple tough ones here for you.
Fire away.
Okay. Social issues.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the things that people seem to push back the most on when it comes to the quote-unquote status quo Republican Party. Trying to legislate morality, trying to legislate women's choices on things. Tell me where you're at here on this. Are you following the party lines when it comes to, you know, gays in the military and women's rights to choices and contraceptives and so on? So, how important really is this?
Well, what I've actually found in the district is that people are not really focused so much on the social issues because the economic issues are so hard for them. I keep things very simple, though, and let me answer them directly. When it comes to pro-life, I have 4 simple syllables. I am pro-life. When it comes to gays in the military, frankly, the decision has already been made. I believe that what we really need to focus on there is getting the troops taken care of in Afghanistan and still in Iraq, and we need to make sure they've got everything that they need, and that as we move forward, the challenges they face, we address correctly.
Okay. Now, this doesn't always work for everybody or every situation, okay? Things sometimes get awkward, difficult, so on and so on. Don't you think, though, that women should have some choices in their lives?
I think women have a whole lot of choices in their lives already. And you and I have probably seen all of what they are. When you and I were younger, they didn't have quite so many. Now, it's pretty much an even keel in many cases. There are always some areas that will never be exactly equal. We can work towards that, though.
Okay. Why is it you've chosen to run for office? I mean, honestly, it's got to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. Anybody who's ever been in Washington, D.C. knows of all the positions to have, a U.S. Congress position is the toughest. They're up for re-election every 2 years. They get nothing but grief. Historically, for decades, the popularity of the House of Representatives has been somewhere between 20 and 40%. Pelosi bragged about the fact when she got to 42% approval because that level of approval hadn't been accomplished in like 30 years. Why take on the toughest job, I think literally the toughest job in Washington, D.C.?
Well, I think it's very simple. The nation's in trouble. We've got a lot of crises going on, and the people in Washington generally are not responding and addressing to those issues and the concerns of the American people. We have some people who are trying to provide answers, but too many are trying to play partisan politics. We're not making the progress that we need to. We have to have good people coming in off the sidelines, get into this arena in order to be making sensible policies that are realistic and will move the ball forward so that we can get the country back on track.
Partisan politics? Is it going to again be that deadlock between the Republicans and the Democrats? Is that what you're anticipating if you go back, if you end up going to Washington, D.C.?
Well, you know, partisan politics can always happen, and it's going to be our job to try to stop it. I believe that there are people in D.C. who are trying to stop it, but there just aren't enough of them. I want to be one who will help to stop the partisanship, because being a good American is not about partisanship, it's about being patriotic.
Okay, and that makes a tremendous amount of sense, because I'm hearing more and more. People, I don't think people really vote anymore, whether it's Republican or Democrat. What I think they're really doing is I think they're voting who they believe will actually get the job done.
I think you're right. And you look at it here in Nevada, you've got the growth of the nonpartisan groups, the independent groups, and other groups, because the Democrats and the Republicans just aren't giving the people what they want.
Okay. Chris, I've enjoyed talking to you. I've got to take a quick break. I've got to head over now to Ella Roberts. Where are you, Ella?
Hi, happy Good Friday. It's Friday, going into the Easter weekend, and I am back here at Petra to remind everyone that on Sunday afternoon they have an Easter brunch that myself and you, Rick, are actually going to be at. So come join us for lunch over at Petra in Tivoli. So we'll see you there, and happy Easter to everyone.
Yeah, okay, wait a second. If I get to go there for dinner, why are you like already there and eating? And never mind, I don't even have to even ask at all. Chris, it has been an absolute delight to get a chance to talk with you. But, you know, I believe in being a polite host. I've invited you to come to my show.
Yes.
So here's what you've got. You've got 20 seconds. Make your best statement as to why you should be nominated and ultimately sent to Washington, D.C.
I'm Chris Edwards. My entire focus is on the people here, taking care of their interests better than anybody else in this race ever will.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish you the absolute best of luck. I still think you're a little nuts. That is the toughest job in Washington, D.C. to have, for absolute sure.
Not as nuts as the ones that are there now. I thank you for the opportunity, and happy Easter, everybody.
That is absolutely great. I'll tell you what, folks. I thoroughly enjoy my job, but I really get a big kick out of being able to share it with so many people. So one of the things I want to do is remind everybody again, this upcoming Wednesday, we're going to be doing a fundraising event for Miracle Flights for Kids. That's going to be at the Queen Victoria Pub inside the Riviera, and that's going to be happening on Wednesday. The following weekend, I'm going to be at the Tour de Cure for the American Diabetes Association. Got that and a whole lot more going. Come back.